Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pennsylvania Association for College Admission Counseling College Fair. We're very excited to have you participating in this event this evening. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Clarissa, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, there are a few housekeeping items to go over. Your camera and microphone are turned off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You also have a Q&A button at the bottom of your screen, which you can use to ask questions to our presenters at any time. If you do have a question for a specific school, be sure to mention them within your question. And lastly, this presentation is being recorded and afterwards will be available at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. Now, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our first institution, which is Manor College.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rachel. I am the admissions counselor at Manor College. I'm here today to talk to you about Manor College and a little bit about what we are and where we are and why you should choose to come to us. We were founded in 1947 by the Byzantine Ukrainian Sisters of St. Basil the Great. We are located in Jenkintown, Pennsylvania, which is about 30 minutes from Center City, Philadelphia. We have an undergrad enrollment of about 700 students, which is 68% female and 32% male. Our campus is really unique because we have about 43 countries represented on campus. And although we are a small private Catholic college, our students are not required to attend Mass, as we do have a number of Muslim students on campus. So our director of resident life does give up her office so they can have a time for prayer. We do also offer housing, and about 10% of our students live on dorms. Manor is a great choice for students who need a smaller size classroom. Our classroom ratios are about 12:1. So you get that personalized attention from the start of your application, as well as inside your classroom. You definitely get to know your teachers and they get to know you. We do not have lecture halls. We do have hands-on experience, especially for our vet tech and our dental hygiene students. You get your experience from the start of the semester, so you do not have to go out and wait for your externship to receive that hands-on experience. We do also offer free tutoring. You do get tutored from our faculty members or your peers, as well as you can speak with the library assistants to help rent a laptop if needed. We do also offer quiet rooms where you can rent out a room for just yourself or for you and your peers if you need that tutoring space. We do also have 24/7 security. And with our 24/7 security, we were voted the safest campus in Pennsylvania for the past 5 years in a row. And we were also ranked the #3 safest private college in the USA. So great thing I like to emphasize is you get great academics and you also get safety as well. Your tuition does cover your textbooks, and we do have easy access from public transportation. The 24 and the 28 SEPTA bus does drop you off right at our driveway. And we do also offer free parking. As a freshman, you are also allowed to have your car on campus. So it's really great if you need access to and from campus as well. Our application process is very simple. You can fill out the application at manor.edu/apply. You can also find us on the Common app. A great thing about Manor is that we do not require an SAT or ACT score for admissions. The only program that needs a essay is our veterinary technology program, and we do not ask for a letter of recommendation. We only need your high school transcript. So for seniors currently graduating in 2022, in order for us to make an admissions decision, we just need to see your transcript that shows your 9th through 11th grade GPA. And you can receive your admissions decision within probably about 2 weeks or so. We do have various associates and bachelor degree programs. One of our great programs is our 2+2 nursing dual partnership with LaSalle University. You'll attend Manor for 2 years and you'll finish out with LaSalle University. Our dental hygiene and our vet tech programs are also within our associate's degree. So within 2 years, you can go out into the workforce. We also offer various bachelor degree programs. We also have a great 3+3 program with Widener University. If you are looking into law school, we also do offer various criminal justice tracks, as well as veterinary practice management if you would like to open your own veterinary clinic as well. We also have financial aid. 94% of our students do receive financial aid. Our financial aid code is on the screen. Once you get your financial aid, our business office, if you have a balance, they'll set up a payment plan. But we do also offer various scholarships to cover our tuition costs as well. Our tuition is $18,880. That your room and board is about $8,366. And your general technology fees are $1,100, leaving your residential costs at $28,346. And if you're a commuter student, your total cost is $19,980. So Manor College is very affordable. We are the best priced private college in Pennsylvania. So it is very affordable and accessible to our students. And again, we do offer financial aid. We do also offer academic scholarships. They range from $5,000 to $2,500. There's no separate application for the scholarships. As your admissions counselor, if we see that your GPA meets the requirements, we will then go ahead and submit your name, and we will ask you to write a 250-word essay prompt to fill out and then to be put into the running for the scholarship. One great thing about Manor is if you are awarded a scholarship, that is your scholarship from start to finish, and you do not have to reapply for it. Manor College also has various athletic sports. We have 12 teams for both women and men. For our athletic teams, they are walk-on tryouts as well. So you are able to walk on as a sophomore to try out for any sport. And again, you can also be offered an athletic scholarship as well. It won't be a free ride. However, it is a scholarship that will take off some money from your tuition fee. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me via email, my mobile number, or I am on social media. I will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have, especially about a particular program. And thank you again. My name is Rachel, and I represent Manor College.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Up next, we have Binghamton University, part of the SUNY system.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from, whenever you're watching this. My name is Douglas Harrington. I am an admissions counselor here for Binghamton University, part of the State University of New York system, or the SUNY system. Go ahead and pull up my presentation real quick. And here we go. So as I mentioned, we're part of the State University of New York system. We are one of 64 different schools a part of the State University of New York system. And of all 64, we are ranked #1. We do certainly love to brag about that. So we are classified as a university center for a couple different reasons. One, our population, which is about 14,000 students. So a nice mid-sized institution. But also we are a doctoral granting program as well. We do have several different doctorate degrees here. So we are classified as a university center. Certainly love to start off with a beautiful campus that you can see here. We do have about 1,000 acres that sits here in upstate New York. We are about just 20 minutes over the border of Pennsylvania into upstate New York. So it is a true campus atmosphere. It's not like you're walking around a city and all of a sudden you are on a college campus. So just like I said, a little bit more about our location. We are pretty centralized in the Northeast. We do have lots of different metro areas around between New York and Philly, which are only about 3 hours away, but Boston, Cleveland, Pittsburgh are around 5, and smaller cities like Syracuse, Scranton, Ithaca, they're only about an hour away, which really helps because we do have 145,000 active living alum, 2/3 of which actually do live and work in the New York City and Philadelphia metro areas. So since we are so close, they certainly love to come back and help out our students as much as they possibly can. Just Binghamton, by the numbers here, you can see just a little bit more about us. As I mentioned, we do have about 14,000 undergraduate students, a nice true mid-sized institution that we do have here. Not a super big 50,000 student state school, but also not a 1,200 student liberal arts college. And then, of course, you can see our academic profile. These are our 50% mid-ranges, by no means a hard cutoff, just kind of giving you a frame of mind in terms of what our students are coming in with GPA and test scores. We are test optional for our seniors. We are test optional through spring of 2023. So any juniors or sophomores or anything like that on the line, TBD on that. We are still waiting for a decision from SUNY. We do have over 130 different majors and programs available for our students between our Harper College of Arts and Sciences, which has 120 of those 130, all of your physical sciences, social sciences, maths, languages, fine arts, College of Community Public Affairs for human development and social work, We have one of the top nursing programs in the Northeast. It's a direct entry program, so you're immediately considered a nurse as soon as you step foot on campus. We have one of the top 10 public business schools in the country with our School of Management. We have our Watson College of Engineering and Applied Sciences with 5 different engineering majors and computer science. And of course, our brand new School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. This is a PharmD program, so you can certainly come and get your PharmD right here on our campus. And of course, we do have a couple different accelerated fast track programs where you can come and get your master's degree right here at Binghamton as well. We do have our first Nobel Prize winning professor. He is pictured right there. He is Stanley Whittingham. He won the Nobel Prize in 2019 in chemistry because he is credited with inventing the lithium-ion battery. And he does work with our first-year students. We certainly love to talk about the Binghamton impact, whether it be with research. We are an R1 research institution, so an abundance of different research opportunities available to you, whether it be through our first-year research immersion program, which is only one of 4 programs in the entire country that allows students to start doing research right from their first semester, where students have actually ended up being published by the end of their first year. The Source Project, or any undergraduate programs do conduct research, as well as our undergraduate research center. Internships and full-time jobs, you have access to the award-winning Fleischman Center for Career and Professional Development for all of your internship and post-graduation needs. Service learning, very service-oriented here at Binghamton. We have our whole service learning community here at Binghamton, whether it be inside and outside of the classroom, as well as our study abroad opportunities. Here at Binghamton, since we're part of the SUNY system, you're not only getting access to our study abroad programs, you're getting access to every single one in the SUNY system, which is actually over 1,000 different programs available to you. And of course, what is there to do here at Binghamton? Of course, you don't want to be that person who spends 24/7 in the library. I know them, they're no fun. You can go out and explore. We do have 21 Division I sports here at Binghamton, ranging from basketball, baseball, softball, lacrosse, soccer, all of that fun stuff. It is free for our students to attend any one of our games, and it's a lot of fun to be part of our student cheering section called the BU Zoo. Let's go and cheer on the Bearcats and cheer on our teams. If you're interested in participating in sports, maybe not at the Division I level, we do have 38 different club and intramural teams as well. Outside of that, we do have over 450 student-run groups and organizations, ranging from performance to professional to volunteer to almost anything that you can think of. We can certainly, be a part of anything that we have here. I myself was part of a student theater company. I was part of hall government. I was part of our Binghamton University Glee Club. I did graduate from Binghamton in 2016 and 2017 with both my bachelor's and master's. We do have over 100 different music and theater performances annually. We have 2 professional art galleries and museums, so certainly lots to do, both in and around the area. Downtown Binghamton is only around 10 minutes away. We're a smaller city, about 45,000 people, but we certainly have everything that a city has. Theaters, art galleries, museums, 2 professional sports teams, a bustling restaurant, a zoo, different things like that. And of course, something you might not know about Binghamton, we always love to highlight, is that we've actually been ranked #1 in the country for sustainability research. We do have a 190-acre nature preserve that sits right on our campus that students certainly love to utilize, whether it be research or it is open to the public 365 days a year. So our students and the public certainly love to highlight that as a great part of campus. And I've certainly loved to talk about our value. We've actually been ranked as the number 15th best value college in the entire country. That is both public and private. We were actually ranked 1 right behind Princeton University in that ranking. So you can see here, total cost of attendance for an out-of-state student is around $45,000. So pretty comparable to a lot of publics and a fraction of your privates. But what's really nice about Binghamton is that we do reserve all of our merit scholarships for out-of-state students. It's automatic consideration. There's nothing extra that you have to do, no applications, no deadlines, nothing like that. It's automatic consideration, and we will consider you up to $15,000 a year for a scholarship. And of course, please feel free to check us out. We have lots of different virtual opportunities. You can see our nature preserve there in the background. There's my timer going off. I am about done. So please feel free to check us out. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. You can always reach out to me. I am the Pennsylvania representative, so I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. And with that, I will turn it over to our good friends at Juniata College.
Thank you very much for your presentation. And as Douglas mentioned, up next is Juniata College.
Good evening, friends. Just wanted to start by saying my name is Reginald Amido, Senior Associate Dean of Admission at Juniata College. Juniata College is one of the 40 colleges that changed lives. The CTCL group was founded on the philosophy of building the knowledge, character, and values of young people by introducing them to a personalized, transformative collegiate experience. As a CTCL institution, Juniata College students, faculty, and staff endeavor to impact and change the world. CTCL is regarded as a leading advocate on the subject of higher education access and college choice. Juniata College sits on a 110 acre main campus, which is enhanced by a nearby 315 acre nature preserve. Again, the Baker Peace Chapel, as well as a 365 acre environmental studies field station on nearby Raystown Lake, pictured in the upper right-hand corner. Students at Juniata College have the ability to choose, design, and accelerate their degree programs. Students can choose from over 40 design POEs, which is a program of emphasis. Students have the ability to also create their own POE with the support of their 2 advisors to meet personal and academic and career goals. Students have the opportunity to participate in one of our 3+1 MBA programs in business, Spanish, environmental science, communication, or chemistry. Roughly about 60% of Juniata students will participate in faculty research. 91% of our seniors over the last several years have had at least 2 experiential learning opportunities that enhance their collegiate experience. Our students go from being focused students to thriving alumni. Roughly 96% of our graduates do so in 4 years or less. 90% of our graduates are employed and or in grad school within 6 months after graduation. 97% of our students say that their Juniata collegiate experience relates directly to their current job and or graduate school program. Juniata College is home to 24 varsity sports, 72 conference championships, 23 academic All-Americans, and 8 national championships. We have the arts. Juniata presents museum exhibitions, music, concerts, theater performances, and are rich with traditions. So just to name a few, Storming of the Arch, which is a picture there in the lower left-hand corner. Students storm the historic Cloister Arch on campus in an attempt to get from one side to the other. The arch is guarded by our men's and women's rugby team. History has it that no one has ever made it through the arch in recent history. Tenting and Madrigal allow for students to be served a first-class dinner by faculty and staff, including the president, the provost, the dean of students, and all of us here at Juniata College. The Bailey Oratorical and Liberal Arts Symposium. Juniata College is located in Huntington, Pennsylvania, which is minutes from Raystown Lake, hiking, biking, local food, a vibrant downtown, and an art walk. So you can see several of those images of student traditions along with local downtown areas listed down there at the bottom. Touching on a little bit of the financial aid and admissions process, Juniata College, there is no application fee. The requirements are listed down there. Application, high school or college transcript, essay, 1 letter of recommendation from a core teacher or counselor, and we are test optional. A note on Juniata College, we have been test optional for over 2 decades. Since the late 90s, we made the choice to move in that direction and have been so ever since. For students whose native language is not English, we do require proof of English language proficiency. And for students who are non-domestic students, we do require proof of financial support in regards to the application. Deadlines are listed down there at the bottom. Early decision, November 15, early action, December 1, early action 2, January 15, regular decision on March 15. Juniata College means about 95% of need on average for each student. We have academic scholarships that range up to $34,000 academically per year. There is no extra step in the app process for financial aid. We use the information that we receive from the application. If you know a Juniata alumni, you can always receive the Juniata Community Scholarship, which adds to your overall merit package. We do require the FAFSA for students who are looking for need-based aid. For our domestic students, students who are non-domestic or are international students are encouraged to submit the international financial aid form located on our website. We at Juniata College have a 4-year guarantee, which states that students who are unable to finish their degree in 4 years, we will help to provide resources to complete their degree in that 5th year. We encourage students and counselors to visit Juniata College in person. We have been open through the pandemic, adhering to federal and state guidelines. Students have been able to visit campus. We are encouraging our students on campus, faculty and staff, to wear masks when indoors. We do have a number of virtual options for students to visit and engage here on campus, and that is my time.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Up next, we have DePauw University.
Hi, sorry. My name is Michaela Lockmuller, and I am a representative at DePauw University. This is my first couple months on the job, so bear with me a little bit here. But DePaul is a small private school located in Greencastle, Indiana, so right outside of Indianapolis. We're about a 45 minute drive, so you're in a safe, small community, but you're close enough where you can go to a bigger city and go to concerts, go to different events, things of that nature, farmers markets. As you can see, we have just over 1,700 students, and a majority of those are in our College of Liberal Arts. However, we do have a small but thriving School of Music that currently has 4 degrees. If you look at our student body diversity, we are almost 15% of our students are international from 35 different countries. If you add up those top percentages, about 29% of our students are domestic students of color from 38 different states. Looking at our College of Liberal Arts and our School of Music, we do have 49 majors and 56 minors. Yeah.
We are not able to see your slideshow moving. We just see the main screen.
Oh my gosh, so sorry.
That's okay.
Is it working better now?
Looks like we're on back to the slide 1. Yeah, so go ahead and click on the slide that you need to be on.
Okay, awesome. Better?
It's the same for us.
Okay, weird. Not the same for me.
Now we're on, I see the who we are slide.
Okay, I'll just do it like this. So looking at this screen, we are a small school of 1,700 students, and a majority of those facts that I've kind of stated before are listed here on this screen. Looking at our College of Liberal Arts and our School of Music, we do have 49 majors and 56 minors, and as you can see, the top 10 most popular are listed very small on this screen, as well as our 4 different music programs. In relation to global citizenship, not only are we known for sending students abroad, but we also really do try to bring the world to DePauw. So we are top 10 in the nation for the number of students studying abroad, and we try to send between 450 to 600 students abroad every year, which might not seem like a lot, but if you remember that first slide that I didn't get to show you, we're right over 1,700 students. So it's about a third of our student body that goes abroad every year, and we have more than 100 approved programs on 6 different continents. And if you are not one who wants to go abroad for an entire semester, that is okay. The way our semesters are broken up is it's a semester, a couple weeks, semester, a couple weeks. So in those mini semesters called January and May term, you have the opportunity to either take a course, an elective, take a break, or go on a short trip, and you would work with your advisor to kind of figure out what pathway is best for you. So if you would like to do that, you would usually take it as an elective-based course. Now, kind of why this all matters, we do have a 97% placement. So within 6 months of graduation, 97% of our students are on to some sort of schooling or placed in a job. We do have an 84% 4-year graduation rate, as well as an 80 to 90% for law school and med school placement. So if you are interested in going on to further education in those 2 fields, those are very popular pathways here at DePauw. 84% of our students have the opportunity to participate in internship before the ending of their 4 years here. And part of that is because of our alumni connection. We have around 35,000 alumni, and because it is a smaller school, the alumni genuinely do want to see success out of our students. So they will often reach out with different internship opportunities. For example, the founder of ESPN went to DePaul, so we send around 5 students every year to the ESPN headquarters in order to participate for an internship there. We also are second lowest in student debt in the state of Indiana, as well as top 7% for lifetime earnings. And I personally don't think success is measured just in how much money you make, but I do think it's good to note that you are making an investment by coming to DePaul. In relation to our application process, we are on the Common App exclusive, and we are SAT and ACT test optional. We've been that way since before COVID, and as far as I know, that will continue to remain. Now, we do have a holistic review process, so that means we're looking at your transcript, your club's activities, campus visits if you can. If not, completely understand, you can always schedule a virtual visit with your admissions counselor, as well as your letters of recommendation between 1 and 3. And then this kind of leads us to your scholarship and financial aid. So we do offer a merit scholarship, so that is your scholarship just for applying and getting accepted, and that is between $20,000 and $40,000, and those are primarily based on your GPA as well as your test scores if you choose to submit them. And if you're unsure if you should submit them or not, contact your admissions counselor and they'll kind of give you advice as to what to do. We do accept all outside scholarships. The only time we stop accepting outside scholarships is if it exceeds the cost that it is to go to DePauw, and we have other scholarships offered on our website. We do require that you apply for the FAFSA, but we do not require that you take the FAFSA. A couple of keynotes that I like to hit on at the end of my presentation is the involvement on campus. So we are Division III for sports. We have basically every sport you can imagine except for hockey, as well as Greek life. Greek life is very popular on campus, and about 68% of our students are involved in it, and we have a deferred rush, meaning you don't rush until second semester of your sophomore year. So sorry that we had difficulty with my presentation, but thank you guys for watching.
Thank you very much for your presentation. As a reminder to our participants, if you guys have any questions, definitely don't hesitate to put them in the Q&A down below. Up next, Drexel University. Catherine, we cannot hear you.
Let's try. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Oh, good. Sorry, that was my ear plug must have been a little bit out there. So bear with me 1 second here. Okay, my coworker Josh is on here helping with questions right now. So let me get this going here. All right. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Catherine Campbell-Perna. I'm Associate Director in the Undergraduate Admissions Office at Drexel University. We are a private research university in the University City section of Philadelphia, so very close to the Philadelphia Museum of Art and 30th Street train station if you're coming to that area. I personally work with parts of Pennsylvania in Chester County and Bucks County, Pennsylvania, but feel free to follow up with me with any questions you might have about the university. So some key things here, we do have about 14,500 full-time undergraduate students, but our school feels much smaller than that, and that is because of our cooperative education program. We don't have all 14,500 students in classes at once. They actually alternate 6 months of school and 6 months of work with our cooperative education program, and we'll talk about that momentarily. We have students coming from all over the country and all over the world, and you can see our alumni network. And we recently had an alumni event last Thursday where we had key events going on in major cities all around the country, but also all around the world, celebrating the university. A listing of all of our different colleges and schools. As I mentioned, we do have about 80 different colleges, or 80 different majors. And if you know what you want to major in, you can apply directly into that major and start taking classes in that major as a high school senior, or if you're a transfer student, applying as a transfer student. We also have our first year exploratory studies program, which is really our fancy name for undecided, where that whole first year you'll get additional help and guidance throughout that freshman year. We do have a holistic review process, so we are looking for different things for different majors. So for example, if you're thinking about biomedical engineering, computer science, software engineering, ideally we'd like to see that you've had calculus by the end of your senior year. For the other engineering majors, at least pre-calculus and chemistry and physics by the end of your senior year. We do have an honors college, and the way our honors college works, you do apply directly to a major. So for example, you could be a global studies major in our College of Arts and Sciences, but also be part of the Pannoni Honors College. And they do have a separate application that you would complete through our your portal that you'll receive after you submit your application to Drexel. We have over 20 different accelerated and combined degree programs. I personally work very closely with all of those programs, the most competitive being our 8-year BSMD medical program, where as a high school senior, you are applying to be accepted directly into medical school. Now, that is the one program that does require SATs or ACTs. We are currently test optional for 2022 and 2023 applicants, but the BSMD program does require test scores because you're being accepted into medical school as a high school student. We also have programs like our 6-year BSJD program, where again, as a high school senior, you're applying to get into law school in that case. And we have several bachelor's, master's combined programs with programs like our College of Engineering and a master's in business administration accelerated program within our College of Business and several other schools. If you'd like to know more about any of our majors, our catalog is fully online. Just Google Drexel catalog. You can see a listing of all the majors, a description of all the subjects you would take in classes for that major, and also a suggested plan of study. All right, now I mentioned a little bit earlier about our cooperative education program. Drexel has one of the oldest co-op programs in the country. It is over 100 years old. We founded it back in 1919, and it is available for all majors. So at Drexel, you can be in our 4-year program with 1 6-month co-op, or what most students participate in is our 5-year program with 3 6-month co-ops. With Drexel, not only do you have an academic advisor assigned to you, sort of like your guidance counselor based on your major, you also have a co-op advisor assigned to you based on your major. Everyone at Drexel will take a class freshman year called Co-op 101. They'll learn about resume writing, they'll learn about interviewing skills. More importantly, you get thinking about a resume as a freshman in college. This is kind of a sample of our schedule there. So on the right-hand side there is our 5-year program with 3 6-month co-ops and a 4-year program with 1 6-month co-op. The majority of these positions are paid experiences. The average salary is about $19,000 students are making in 6 months. When students are on co-op, they are not taking classes, though they may take up to 4 credits for free while they're on co-op. You're also not paying tuition. So it's kind of like an internship, but much more extensive. I like to say it's a way to get experience in a job of your choice in a location of your choice related to your major. So real hands-on experience. So this is a sample of a student doing a fall-winter co-op. I personally participated in the opposite program. I was a fall-winter student, but a spring-summer co-op student when I went to Drexel, and I was a communications major in our College of Arts and Sciences. All right. As far as housing, we do require all 1st and 2nd year students to live on campus unless they're living with their family within a 10-mile radius. We also have over 300 clubs and activities to be involved in. We are Division I for our varsity athletics. We're in the Colonial Athletic Conference, so we'll play some schools like University of Delaware, Townsend in Maryland, Northeastern up in Boston. We'll play a lot of area colleges and universities as well. We're actually right down the street from the University of Pennsylvania. So when Drexel plays Penn in basketball, our pep band and our basketball team will march just a few blocks right down the street to Penn's Palestra. So it's very easy to go see that game because you don't even need to travel anywhere. You just walk a few blocks down the street. As far as other activities you can be involved in, we have research available for freshmen as early as the summer after their freshman year. It's called the STAR program, Students Tackling Advanced Research. That is something you can be invited to participate in as a high school senior or apply into it as a freshman at Drexel. We also have some fantastic study abroad programs, such as traditional going away for one of our academic quarters. We also have co-op abroad where you can work overseas for co-op, because co-op does not need to be in Philadelphia. It can be closer to home. It can be in other cities, even other countries. We also have what they call international courses abroad. Now, I really wish they had these when I was a student. So maybe you'd like to go abroad, but not for a whole 3 months. You'd rather just go for a week or 2 with a group of Drexel students and a Drexel professor and receive credit for it. That's where the international courses abroad come in. All right, so some key things about our application. We are using the common application or the coalition application. We are waiving the application fee this year for Pennsylvania residents, so please be sure to select the Pennsylvania application fee waiver when you are filling out that application. We'll need your completed high school transcript sent from your school with your 9th, 10th, and 11th grade grades, as well as what you're taking senior year. And then we'll need the essay from the common or coalition application. The one exception being if you're applying to our Westfall College of Media, Art, and Design, our design arts majors do require a second writing supplement about why you're interested in that particular major. About half of those majors also require a portfolio. So you're strongly encouraged to submit a portfolio, even if you're in an optional portfolio major within our Westfall College of Media, Art, and Design. That information is all on our application instructions page of our website. Also, our BSMD program does require something called the College of Medicine supplemental application. And then we'd like to see 2 letters of recommendation, usually from a school counselor or an academic teacher. Drexel also uses a holistic review process. I know some other schools mention that, but we're looking at your activities, what you're doing in school, out of school, maybe you have a part-time job, whatever you're involved in. Please put that on your application so we can get to know you a little bit better. Okay, as far as our first year admissions deadlines, we are coming up on our early action and early decision deadline. That is November 1st. That means apply and submit everything by November 1st. You then have to make sure if you're looking for financial aid, and I'd strongly encourage your family, fill out the CSS profile. That is a more detailed financial aid form through the College Board website, and that is a very strict deadline. However, when you receive your decision at the end of December, usually right before the holidays, you'll hear about your acceptance as well as scholarships and financial aid. You do not need to fill out any special scholarship forms. That's automatically considered when you apply for admission. And then that's for early action and early decision. For regular decision, that has a January 15th deadline. And then those students, their CSS profile is not due till February 15th. And then for all students, we'd like to see the FAFSA by February 15th as well. And then regular decision students will hear a decision from us by the end of March. Right, after everyone applies, you're going to receive an email about 2 to 3 days later, giving you access to your Discover Drexel portal. That portal is so important because that will tell you if any documents are missing. We have your financial aid forms, we have your transcripts, all that information. All right, and I have a link right there to our view book. So if you'd like to look that up, it's a 30-page view book we have. If I was there in person with you, I'd be handing it out right now. That's my email address and my phone number. If you'd like to contact me, email is really the best way to reach us since we are still traveling a lot this time of year. So we thank you very much for your time. Again, my name is Catherine Campbell-Perna.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Up next, we have University of Mary Washington.
Thank you so much, Clarissa. Excited to be with you this evening. My name is Adam Moore. I'm Assistant Director of Admissions at the University of Mary Washington. UMW is located in Fredericksburg, Virginia. You can see there on that map in the bottom right corner. Really awesome location. We're right between DC and Richmond. So awesome opportunities for internships, research, and a number of different opportunities. So we are one of the flagship public liberal arts and sciences institutions in the Commonwealth. We are a state school, but we're an affordable state school for our out-of-state students, in particular, our students coming from the Pennsylvania area. You can see what the cost of our out-of-state tuition is right there. Our scholarships range from $5,000 all the way to full tuition. We have a number of full tuition scholarships that we hand out to our out-of-state students every year for the best and brightest. Kind of overall on campus, we have about 4,100 undergraduate students. We are predominantly an undergraduate institution at the University of Mary Washington. So what does that mean for you? Tons of great opportunities to connect with professors on a daily basis throughout your time at Mary Washington, not just later on in your academic career, but day one, you want to work with your academic advisor to figure out maybe what major you want to do, dive right into the specific major or area of interest. Let's make it happen. We can do that at the University of Mary Washington. We're broken up into 3 different colleges at the institution: the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Education, and the College of Business. So tons of fantastic opportunities on campus. Really super communal environment. Community is a big thing at Mary Washington because of our size. So we think you are a part of the greater Mary Washington community, and we want you to be a big part of that. So we're always looking for students that are going to be super involved on campus with a lot of different activities, and I'll dive into those in just a little bit. So since we do have 4,100 undergraduate students, our class sizes are small. So average is about 19, students faculty ratio 13:1. Tons of opportunities for independent research, faculty-led research, opportunities to get published early on in your academic careers if you wanted to. Tons of really cool opportunities because of the professors and the fostering of relationships that you'll have at the University of Mary Washington. So a couple opportunities for research on campus: Jepson Science Center, fantastic, beautiful space for our science students to dive into that research. The business center on campus is fantastic. Tons of internship and research opportunities in that field as well. But it's not just the sciences, right? It's also the humanities. Our theater department does costume design research. So really awesome opportunities to dive into a number of different subjects, get catered to, and work with faculty and professors early on in your experience. That photo, that main photo on the left there is one of our students doing our nationally renowned historic preservation program on campus and off campus as well. So the research doesn't just have to happen on campus. We're not too far from the Rappahannock River in Fredericksburg. So really exciting opportunities for off campus and internships as well during your time at Mary Washington. The downtown Fredericksburg area is really awesome. Tons of opportunities for off-campus activities. While most students do live on campus, about 65 to 70% of our students do live on campus while they're with us. There's great opportunities in the Fredericksburg area. Just got a double-A baseball team, the Washington Nationals, double-A affiliates now in Fredericksburg for off-campus activities. The downtown area is walkable from campus. And I mentioned kind of we're nestled right between DC and Richmond. So for those internships and just having some fun, if you want that really cool, close-knit atmosphere on campus and in the Fredericksburg area, but also want that bigger city environment to have some fun, DC and Richmond aren't too far away. And we have a train station right in town that can get you to both of those areas pretty quickly. So awesome opportunities from an academic sense. Really, you don't have to know what you want to do right away with us. You can come in undecided. You'll have an academic advisor from day one. But if you know, let's hit the ground running and get you into those classes that you need to excel. And, you know, we are a predominantly undergraduate institution, but a lot of our students are going on to get their master's and doctorates after their time with us. So about 20 to 25% of our students every year are going on to get another degree after their time at Mary Washington, and they're able to get into and thrive at really prestigious institutions after their undergraduate career because of the opportunities they received while at Mary Washington. So a lot of fun opportunities from an academic sense, but you know, college, while academics is a major part of it, right? We also want you to have fun on campus too. 150 plus clubs on campus, everything from, you know, the traditional a cappella groups, student government's big at Mary Washington, all the way to a bagpipe band, a botany club on campus, and a Quidditch team. I know sports are big, and our Division III athletic program, where the Eagles proud to be part of the Coast to Coast Conference. The Quidditch team is not part of the Division III roster, but tons of really awesome opportunities from a club's perspective. Fantastic athletic facilities for Division III athletes and non-athletes, fitness classes, all of those types of things available to our students. So, and another club sport I always love to mention is our rugby team. Our men's rugby squad won the national championship 2 seasons ago. So we're a smaller school, but mighty when it comes to rugby and a number of our sports. So as you can see, a number of successful championships, conference championships, and things like that. So while we love the Fredericksburg area, we think you'll thrive on campus. We also think, you know, experiencing other cultures is a good thing too. So as you can see, 135 opportunity programs for study abroad, 56 different countries available for you to travel to. So we love our students to be able to study abroad and experience new and exciting opportunities. And that photo in the top right, talk about a fun experience. That's our president, President Pano. He's an awesome guy at one of our spring festivals. So really awesome opportunities and really welcome campus. That just shows you. Quick, we do have early decision, early action, regular decision. We're test optional, have been for about 8 years. Tons of scholarship opportunities for our out-of-state students, in particular, Pennsylvania. So I'm from Delco originally. Anyone from Delco out there? I know the Philly area, Pennsylvania well, Mary Washington as well. So feel free to reach out. Happy to connect after this. There's our regular admit. I'll throw my email in the chat box. But thanks so much for having us tonight. Hopefully you learned a little bit about Mary Washington. Have a great rest of your evening. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Our final college for this session is Iona College.
Hi everyone, how are you? Give me just a moment here. I'm going to share my PowerPoint with you all so we can get started. Sorry about that. I was having some technical difficulties earlier and they appear to be back. Give me just a moment. Okay, can everyone see that okay?
Looks good.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Chelsea Nelson. I am the undergraduate admissions counselor for Iona College, specifically for the New Jersey region, as well as your region in Pennsylvania. I'd love to get started with just a few fast facts, couple of statistics to give you guys a picture of what's really going on at Iona. First of all, we have 94% of our students that are either employed or enrolled in graduate school within 6 months of graduation. This includes the students that have such a great undergraduate experience at Iona that they choose to take part in our pretty robust offering of graduate degree programs in a variety of formats. We are a small private Catholic college. We have a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio. The way that this ends up playing out is we have about 3,300 undergraduate students, graduating classes of around 850 students, and individual class sizes that are always capped at 25 students. So you're really able to have that discussion-based learning, not so small that you're not getting varied opinions, but not so large where your voice isn't heard, and also maintaining that really important faculty to student connection. 100% of students who are admitted to Iona receive scholarships and financial aid. This comes in the form of merit-based scholarships, which I'll get into in just a moment here, but as well as need-based aid that they get from BASFA as well. In terms of our location, we are 30 minutes from Grand Central Station via the Metro North train line. We have a stop right next to our campus. It is a 20-minute walk, but a 5-minute drive. So we have a shuttle that runs every 15 minutes to bring you over to that station. And that runs from super early in the morning to super late at night to make sure that you always have access to the city, but that you can come back at the end of the day and really feel at home on our suburban style campus in New Rochelle. We were most recently ranked 13th in Money Magazine's list of most transformative college, and this comes in a lot of different facets, but basically in terms of this list, really looking at return on investment and experience while you're at the school. Here's a quick map of our campus. As you can see, we're kind of dissected by an avenue here, with the upper part of my screen being the main portion of campus. As you can see, our athletics field, which is number 6, is really kind of the focal point of our campus, which is super popular because we are a D1 school. We have our soccer team playing there, all sorts of activities going on that field. This is also home to our La Penta School of Business, which is number 7, as well as most of our academic buildings. And on this lower half, you will see the dorming portion of our campus, as well as where a lot of our communications majors are located. In terms of majors, we have over 45 different majors here. These include options to do not only dual degree programs that offer you the ability to leave Iona in a total of 5 years with not just your bachelor's, but your master's degree as well. And those are listed in the upper right-hand corner of my screen. Some of the most popular being our business program, as well as our psychology program, being the most popular to take up these formats, but we offer them in a variety of majors. Also, we have a lot of direct entry, graduate admission guaranteed programs. This includes our occupational therapy program, as well as our communication sciences and disorders program, also known as speech pathology. Couple of joint degree programs as well. This includes programs that we offer with Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, as well as Seton Hall Law School. And basically how these joint degree programs work is you apply as an incoming freshman to Iona. Based off of your application, we're able to directly admit you to these colleges for your graduate studies, pending your academic success at Iona. Something that is the latest and greatest at Iona that I'm very excited to announce is the brand new New York Presbyterian Iona College School of Health Sciences. This is a program that is being funded and launched with New York Presbyterian, very similar to their partnerships with Columbia and Cornell. Basically, what this program means for our incoming students is that they will have access as a nursing major or as any of our pre-professional health sciences majors. They'll have access to all of the New York Presbyterian campuses when it comes time for clinicals, when it comes time for shadowing and internship roles, as well as even entry-level jobs. I will say the most popular major under this brand new school would be our brand new nursing major. This is a direct entry program. We just built our own brand new nursing facility, state-of-the-art equipment, currently practicing nurses and nurse practitioners as faculty. As I mentioned, this is a direct entry program. It is SAT, ACT optional. And basically what we're looking for in a strong candidate for this program is really strong and competitive maths and sciences, and just overall good academic performance. In terms of some of the offerings that we have for internships and career services outside of the health sciences, here's just a smattering of places where our students are frequently attending and joining for internship opportunities. I would say that our location is really perfect and conducive to being able to utilize these different companies for internship opportunities because we are so close to Grand Central Station, like I had mentioned. But our Career Development Center really does a great job of not just hosting job fairs and internship expos, but really getting our alumni connections really involved in that career development process and making sure our alumni are always reaching out to our current students and offering them internship experience, mentoring, relationships, and overall career advisement. It's very important to us. Like I had mentioned before, we are a D1 school. This is just a list of the offerings that we have for our D1 programs. If you are not currently being recruited as a D1 athlete, sports sports is really still important to you and it's something you want to continue at the college level. We also have club offerings, which is still competitive. You practice multiple times a week. You even play other colleges with club teams. And then for people who are really just looking for more of the pickup option, we have intramural options as well. So we really have something for everybody who's competing at all levels of athletics. In terms of the application, we are a Common App school. Basically, what we require from you is our high school transcript, 2 recommendation letters, the personal essay, and we are SAT, ACT optional. Very similar deadlines to other Common App schools. We have the early decision, which is the binding deadline. That's December 1st. We have the early action, which is the non-binding deadline, December 15th, and regular decision, February 15th. Again, 100% of our students are receiving merit-based scholarships because they're being evaluated for those just through their Common App. And basically, those merit-based scholarships start at $10,000. They go all the way up to $25,000, and they are stackable with other scholarship opportunities that we have, such as a community service scholarship, a performing arts scholarship for students who are interested in participating in the extracurricular performing arts, no major required, and a lot of other scholarship opportunities that we'll try to match you with based off of your common application, as well as, of course, the FAFSA, which is opened on October 1st. We do have our room and board as well as our tuition and fees prices for this past academic year listed here. However, if 100% of our students are receiving financial-based aid, that is just the sticker price. And it's really important to utilize those net cost calculators to determine what that price could look like for you based off of your merit-based options. Feel free to screenshot this last slide here. This has my contact information as well as some of our socials and information on how to book for, because it is super important for you to come say hi to us. Thank you so much.
All right, we have come to the end of our programming. So thank you everyone for joining us this evening. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We appreciate any feedback you can provide to us. And at the beginning, I did mention that this session was recorded and will be available as with all the other sessions from this evening at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. Again, thank you for joining us and have a great evening.